What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Also, go ahead and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Today's video is going to be, for the most part, short and to the point. It's a quick follow-up video about the stocks that I recommended during the current correction that's going on. I'm sure everybody's aware that within the last few months, there's been a correction in the stock market due to the current virus that is going around. Most stocks have went down. If I'm not mistaken, on average, stocks have went down about 30%. I know that the Dow Jones is down around 25 to 30%. I know that the S&P 500 is down, as well as the NASDAQ. But within the last week, we're kind of seeing a surge in stock market price. And one of the bigger reasons for this is because, number one, I think the correction is kind of bottoming out. And the government is currently doing a bailout for most businesses. They're even giving a small bailout to individuals who make, I think, under $99,000 a year. So a lot of people are expecting a few companies to make a little bit more money for that reason. Another big thing that's currently going on in the news is that the unemployment rate is currently rising sharply. I think it's at its highest rate in history as far as when it comes to people filing for unemployment. And for that reason, even though the market is kind of going up right now, I do expect certain companies and certain stocks to kind of go back down in the near future for that reason. On top of the unemployment rate, the other reason that I can kind of see the stock market potentially going down further in the near future is the fact that virus cases in the United States are still on the rise, and the amount of cases as well as deaths have not peaked yet. I do expect the market to kind of continue to go down a little bit more until we reach that peak. And once we get past that point, I expect it to shoot up rather quickly. As always, even though I do expect stocks to go back down a little bit more, I'm still currently buying because you never can fully predict the market. Even though I expected it to go down some, it could potentially go back up. And that's why I recommend for people who are buying stocks to choose a price where they're comfortable at buying and buy anywhere under that price, because you never know when a price is going to bottom out. There's a famous quote from Warren Buffett. I'm going to put it on the screen. It basically states that the stock market is a tool used for transferring wealth from individuals who are impatient to individuals who are patient. And that's kind of my philosophy when it goes towards buying stocks. So I tend to pick a price, and even though a stock may fluctuate, I'm still willing to buy as long as it's under my target price. But continuing to my point for this video, these are the stocks that I recommended about a week ago. As you see, they're still on the board. I think it was maybe 10 days ago when I recommended them. So I just wanted to briefly go over with you guys how they've done within the last week. I'm going to go in the same order that I listed them in last time. Alibaba, it's been up 4%. This is still a great stock. Over the next year or so, I expect this to be one of the top gainers of all these stocks. So I'm still purchasing this stock heavily in the long term. The second stock was Berkshire Hathaway. It went up about 4%. A few of the companies that they own have recently lost a little bit of money due to the current virus issues that is currently going on. But being that companies are going for a lower price, Berkshire Hathaway themselves are currently buying more shares of companies. If I'm not mistaken, about a month ago, they purchased a few shares of Delta Airlines. And with the way that the price is going for that currently, I wouldn't be surprised if they purchase a few more of those shares in the near future. Piggybacking on what Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway are doing, my number 3 stock on this list was Delta. I think Delta went down to maybe $22, maybe $20 last week. They're currently right at about $32, $33. So they're up about 40%. Of course, they are one of the companies that are going to get the most help during the bailout for the government. That may be one of the reasons that their company's stock value is currently on the rise, but also being that they took this current hit when it comes to travel, a lot of investors are starting to jump into it. I myself am still purchasing more of this Delta stock myself. The fifth stock was Uber. Uber's up about 24%. The last time I checked, they were sitting at about $26, but I'll put the price up on the screen for you guys to see. Uber's a stock that I'm still definitely heavily invested in. They IPO'd last year at about $40. They're currently sitting under $30, and I do see the company potentially being profitable sometime next year. I don't see them going anywhere. I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon, so they're still on my list. I know there's a lot of stocks, so that's why I'm kind of getting through these kind of quickly with you guys. The 6th stock on my list is Disney. Disney is currently up about 10%. Being that so many sports are canceled, once this whole virus issue is over, I do expect this stock to go up rather quickly, especially when you're looking at all the, like I said, those sports, you're looking at their theme parks, different movies and all that. I can definitely see this stock going up extremely quickly. If I'm not mistaken, a few countries are even putting Disney Plus on hold as far as the release because of the current virus issues. And once the virus has kind of blown over, they're going to go ahead and do that release. And that's going to increase Disney's revenue in the years to come. The 7th company on this list was Conagra Foods. I actually bought one of their products today, the Earth Balance soy butter. I don't eat meat, so I use vegan butter. So I use some of their products. There's a couple other products in my kitchen that they actually produce. When you're looking at the Gardein meatless meat and all that good stuff. So they're a company that I see expanding in the future, especially when you're looking at healthy alternatives to processed and frozen foods, which are currently dominated by companies such as Kraft. I can definitely see Conagra taking over or at least gaining market share in that area in the near future. With that being said, stay tuned, guys. I do have a couple more videos coming soon, probably within the next day or two. I know I'm going to do my top stocks for April. Depending on how this whole virus issue goes, I may do another video talking about the stocks that I'll be buying to benefit off the current correction that's being caused by this virus. There's actually a couple of them that are popping up on my radar. Even if you look at other stocks outside of this, there are a lot of stocks that are booming, such as Boeing. I think they had like an 80% increase. If you look at Spirit Airlines, I think they had like a 100% increase. With those stocks going up that much, they're not really on my list anymore. But there are a couple of other stocks that are catching my eye as they're still low. As usual, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also hit the notification bell so that anytime I release a new video, you guys can see that. If you're new to stocks and you're looking for a platform to get started, there's a link below in the description for the Robinhood app. If you join the app, you'll get 1 free stock if you use my link. Also, be on the lookout for my stock market membership group. I'm probably going to release that sometime next month. I'm not really sure about pricing and everything, how I want to do it, but it's probably going to be subscription based. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to do a video on that as well within the next few weeks. And as always, thanks again for watching the video. Have a great day.
Out of the bag, go get the money. Count that cash and back to the money, put that on repeat. Go get the bag, and that's how we coming. If you really about your money, put $1 in the air. If you really about your hustle, put $1 in the air. You ain't taking else for nothing, put $1 in the air. You ain't got no hustle muscle, get the fuck up out of here.